Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope everyone had a fabulous weekend, and I'm up this morning with a KSCRAFT design team haul and a small project share. So first up, and this is already a bag of bits, I'm going to measure it fully made, which is why it's a bag of bits. I cut the whole thing apart, and this is the Halloween coffin. It's something that can be used as a card die, a shaker die, or you can actually use this as a box because you could hinge a lid onto there, cut in another one of these base ones, and you could make a little lid for your coffin with a surprise underneath. And next up is another bag of bits, and this is the KSCRAFT Gingerbread House die, which comes with all sorts of little windows, little swags, wreaths, different shapes of doors and different shapes of windows. And you've got a little heart trim, there's a snow trim, and you can just make it however you want, and I'll show you how I did mine. Next up, I've got the medical gnomes that are for get well soon or for the current coronavirus, if you need to send anyone a card to lift their spirits. And you've got the stethoscope, and you've got the little syringe, and you've got all sorts of bits in here. You've got the face mask, and this is the much smaller version of this larger one. And to go with that, if I can dig it out, is the nurse doctor uniform and the large stethoscope and the pockets, so you can have your little gnomes going on all around that if you want to, or use this one independently. Now I will measure this one, and it is going from the top there, it's almost 5 inches long. So you could sort of like off cut this 5.5 inches wide, and you can have this as an opening card. If you put that up against the folds and cut, then you've got a tent fold card, and then you could just decorate it. And this is also a great card for anyone you know who is a doctor or a nurse, not just a get well. Next up is the easel card, and it comes with all of the Christmas stuff. You've got the embossing section here at the back to do the brickwork. You've got a cutout piece to do the window. You've got the, I think this is called the transom over the door. If I'm wrong, you can tell me, where you can emboss this. This doesn't actually cut, it embosses so that you can ink through, or you can use this section here and you can cut a window light in a different colour, and then you can lay it on top of here. You've got a window section, you've got a door panel section, and the whole thing just goes together like that. Now I'm going to leave it for you to decide, however many people comment, as to whether I do the layering door or whether I do the easel die for the tutorial tomorrow. So there's your two choices. This one actually comes with its own little hinge so that you can flap it around a piece of cardstock, and you can make yourself a little wardrobe. You can put Santa's outfit behind the door or something, or you can have scenery and you've got an open shut door card. You do a double door. So you decide with the comments below whether it's going to be the easel or whether it's going to be the layering door for the tutorial tomorrow. Right, next up in a bag of bits again, because I did this one, and this one is the Christmas tree planner die, and I can measure that one made up. Comes with the Christmas bulbs, comes with a lacy swag there, and it also comes with these that you can use to attach even more Christmas bulbs because you get separate ones. And then I've got the Good Luck Gnome, which comes with lots of different shaped hats so that you can have it in different configurations. This is a really, really solid, sturdy plate, this one. You've got the good luck shoe horse, horseshoe. What on earth is a shoe horse? Yeah, and then you've got really cute balloons. So, good luck and birthday. You've got stars, you've got hearts so that you can use it for Valentine's Day. And you've got the shadow piece that will go with the good luck. It's great to have them like this because, of course, you've got no pieces to lose. It's just all there for you. And of course, I think these are little feet. So that's really cute. And also today, to go with what I made, I used the KSCRAFT from a previous haul of the Basic Stitch Slimline. This is an awesome die. One of those that you'll just reach for all the time. And also I used, this one is KLJUYP. And it's the 3-window die that I've already used, but I wanted to use the clouds out of it so that I've got some smoke coming out of my gingerbread house chimney. So now I'm going to show you what I made. First up is the Christmas planner die, and I used that North Pole pack from Hobby Lobby there and just layered it up on top with no peeking. I used the Christmas bulb swag and just tried to sort of like blend it in with the cardstock that is the background. Now that actually looks black, but it's not. It's actually a mid-green, almost like a pine green. Isn't that weird? See this colour here? That's what colour this is. That's so odd. I'm just, there. You can see it now. See? It's green. So this is an awesome one. You could also make an album for Christmas using this die. And from top to its bottom is 8¼ inches. And then to the largest branch tip there is 5½ inches. So that is the Christmas planner die. I'm going to put it that way so you can see it all. Next up is the Halloween coffin, and this is great fun. I used some of that monster paper pad. This one is die cuts with a view, and look at those pumpkins, they're just insane. It's a really lovely bright paper. Those black sequin stars in there got a lot of reflection. Those are from Dollar Tree. And then the orange sequins, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Those are those solid colour sequins that I hauled a couple of months ago, and I will link those below because they do a full rainbow of colours. I used my white gel pen there, and I just scratched around the rest in peace and the cross that comes with it, that really sort of gothic cross. And it's just really lovely. Dollar Tree foam board again. I always use that for my shakers. It's cheap and it's not floppy. Right. What have we got? We've got 7½ inches. It's huge. And almost 3½ inches wide at that point. But here is the blank that I've got left that popped out of this bit. This is Dollar Tree foam board, but if you can imagine, you can sort of like make yourself a coffin lid, hinge it along the side there, and then you can just open it out. I just think that's really cool. It's a nice big piece to stand up. Really like that. So that one is the coffin die. And then next up is the gingerbread house that I said you can do in any configuration you like. And this is the way that I did it. Trim the backs of the hearts there with just strips of white cardstock that you can cut down and layer behind. Also cut a triangle for this piece of the house. I'm trying to think what this bit's called. It's the dormer window. That's what it is, isn't it? It's the dormer. So this is the dormer on the house, and I actually popped that up on some Dollar Tree foam pads so that it had some dimension to look more like a dormer window. Yeah. I cut the front door and the windows in yellow because sometimes it's just nice to have happy and bright. And from these, you get lots of little hearts that pop out. So I saved them. See if it can get close. And I stuck them on the wreath, and I used the little green swags there, and I popped hearts there, and I used a little heart for a doorknob. I popped the candy canes in the little pots, and I did a little peppermint swirl lollipop and used the bow on there. This is a tiny little bit of holly as well, but look at those details. You've got that swirly sprig with the little leaves on it, and then you've got the heart one there. Right at the top of the roof there, I've put one of the swirls that was meant to do a lollipop, and so this is where I've used the cloud die from KLJUYP and just went around the edge with a little bit of pale blue watercolor pen. And that cardstock there is a very, very, very old sheet of my mind's eye. This one could be 10 years old. So I'm slowly going through my stash. And that chimney there, look, cut in two different shades. I did black behind and I did brown on top. But I just think that's really, really cute. Like I said, you can do it in any configuration you want. There's different shapes of windows, different doors. And anyway, in my configuration, I'm now going to measure its size. And I know that that's right up on the top of the roof there. So I'm going to say it's 4 inches high. And then going on the width of the roof, 3¼ inches. And I've even got my little Christmas tree there just hiding behind that lollipop. But I just think it's so sweet. I do love gingerbread houses, and I can tell you that I see a lot of gingerbread houses in my future because a lot of the people I design for have gone gingerbread mad. So if you like gingerbreads, we're going to have a lot of that coming up in the next couple of weeks. So that is what I have for you today. You decide whether I'm going to do the door or the easel card tomorrow, and I'll just look at the comments, and whatever is mostly voted on is what I will do for the Tuesday tutorial. You have a fabulous day as usual. All links below. Bye.